Assistant Vice President, Politicize. Assistant Vice President, Politicize and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians. Thank you, the world, for joining this live stream. And of course, today is a special day. It's June 20, 2021, and it's a Father's Day. I want to say happy Father's Day to all of you out there, especially to our refugees who are fathers, to our prisoners, to everybody who, of course, is doing something in one way or the other to help children of the world, and especially children of Southern Cameroons, aka Ambazonia. Today, it is very important that I address particular things that are happening within the Ambazonian Revolution, especially starting with the situation in the U.S. court, where some Southern Cameroonians, aka Ambazonians, have been indicted, including especially Ngang, who, of course, is the most popular amongst those who were indicted. As you are all aware, we are Ambazonians, and despite the moves from some agent provocateurs to make sure that we refrain from calling ourselves Ambazonians, they want to make sure that we deny our identities by trying to press charges on us that are unrelated to our ideologies. We have refused to accept and to succumb to those agent provocateurs and their conspiracy theories. You must all be aware that this is our flag, this is our nation, and we will not give it to La Republique du Cameroon. It is never going to happen. Ambazonia is our land. We remain very firm in our fight against the terrorist government of Paul Biya Bimbondo. You will excuse me. As you all know, for over 4 years, Cameroon has been killing our people. And we have said no to Cameroon, despite the fact that the big tech has succeeded to an extent to delete some of our accounts, including our business accounts. We have still emerged like the octopus, like Spartans. We die, but we never surrender. Cameroon will not succeed to stop us from fighting for our rights. And that is why the Ngang situation should set a precedence for better resistance strategies. You must all know, as Southern Cameroonians, that indictment does not mean judgment. And I will explain. Yes, has Ngang been indicted and others? The answer is yes. But what is the meaning of indictment? I will explain to you and how this plays out against La République du Cameroon. I want to tell you, fellow Southern Cameroonians, I am recording this video today, 20th of June, 6 days after my birthday, on Father's Day, 2021. And I want to use this opportunity to say that we will not stop defending ourselves. We will not stop supplying weapons to our people to defend themselves. I am not afraid to be indicted. It is our right to defend ourselves, our land, and our children, our mothers and sisters. Cameroon has for too long killed our people, and we have said no, no more, no less. I will not be a coward who would come to deny Ngang because some court in the US has indicted them. It will not happen in my lifetime. If Ngang is going to jail, all of us want to go to jail with her and others. But let me tell you, and let us compare the legality or the legal system in America vis-a-vis that of Cameroon. Cameroon should be ashamed, including its agents provocateurs who have been paid on social media to jubilate over the fact that America has indicted Ngang and others. Yes, of course, Ngang is still a free woman going about her activities. So too are the other people. They have been indicted, meaning that they have put some charges or allegations against them. But then, investigations are ongoing while they are free to show you the strength of the American legal system. They are out here doing their businesses, talking on phone, meeting their family members, talking to their lawyers. What happens in Cameroon? You meet children in a small house, sitting there with their parents. The military is the alpha and the omega. The military arrests, passes judgments instantly, and kill our people. So Cameroon should not jubilate. America has taken a step to expose the porous nature, the disastrous kangaroo nature of the Cameroon legal system. And let me be very clear with you, all of you. My name is Eric Tato, quote me anywhere. I am not afraid to go to jail if America finds me guilty of any crime. But I will not also be afraid to stand up for the right of 8 million people who have been subjugated to slavery for over 60 years. America fought to defend this land against Great Britain. Today we call America paradise on earth, where the democracy is tough. America is a candle to the world. Will America now stop Amazonia from defending itself against Cameroon imperialism? Of course, the answer is no. Let me be clear. Cameroon will have to come and prove that the so-called weapons that they claim that was caught somewhere, container caught somewhere between Ghana and Nigeria, was solely arms. No, we have information about the content of that weapon, of the content of that container. 80% or more about the content was humanitarian relief. I can say that authoritatively. And we are not afraid to go to court. We as Ambazonians stand behind you, Ngang. Do not be afraid. If it comes to putting money together to defend you, get you a good lawyer, we will do that. America is a state of law. It's not the lawless kangaroo Cameroon courts. Is Ngang in jail? The answer is no. So my people, The Ngang and the situation about indictment gives us the opportunity to tell our story in the most proper and accurate ways to the American society and community. Therefore, all of us must rally behind these our comrades. The fact that they have indicted them shows the fact that some of us in the diaspora have sacrificed. That is why none of you on the ground can give up right now. Remember the sacrifices of the true patriots. Even when some few conspiracy theorists on social media try to paint them black. How did you feel when you see some Ambazonians go on Facebook, on shows, and the whole shows trying to analyze Ngang and disassociating themselves from Ngang and others? It tells you they are not ready to fight for freedom. Freedom fighters don't get scared when others are caught in the process of defending their country. You cannot be fighting an armed conflict and you become afraid when a comrade is related to an armed case in America. That shows you only make noise. I hit my chest. If I have an opportunity to do what the others have done to liberate homeland, whether by sending weapons or doing anything, I will do it 1,000,000 times over, because we will not be scared of indictments and allow our people to be killed. Let me tell you, if I have a means to get 50 containers of arms back to the hands of No Pity and the rest of those fighters, I will do it and then let them take me to jail. I don't care. Because this is above one human life. The sacrifices are supposed to be unique. Straight to the point. All of us, we are fighting and marching towards freedom. We are not scared of cheap propaganda from the Republic of Cameroon. So Ngang, everybody who is writing here, type, I am Ngang. That is our new strategy, our new logo. I am Ngang. My brothers and sisters, 60 years of subjugation, 4 years of genocide, killing our people, over 1 million refugees, thousands of prisoners, thousands of deaths, thousands of displaced people, all because we are asking for a little of our rights. A little of our rights. I'm Ngang. Everybody type that. Ngang, if you are listening to me, let me tell you, you are a hero. We stand with you. We will not join the rest of the feeble and lily-minded Ambazonians who run on shows and say, oh, this so and so on and so forth. They are not related to Ngang. We are related to Ngang, all of us. That is why we are in an armed conflict. Thou shalt not be afraid. Because it is your right to defend yourself. It is your right to defend yourself. In the process, there is no, listen, 80% of war activities are illegal. Let me tell you something. So the Cameroon military thinks she has the right to go kill our people, but we don't have the right to get weapons to defend ourselves. That's the question I'm asking. So we are not afraid. Me, my name is Eric Kato. The FBI, all of them, they know my house. They're watching this video. Come and take me. That I'm supporting Ngang. Take me. Take me anywhere you want to take me. I feel deny any other thing for this revolution. Condemn the thieves, but I know forever and ever reject my way. They talk say be associated to arms because an armed conflict. We have to keep fighting. This is our war. It's our time to win. We will not wait the next generation. We'll fight and fight. Some of us will die in the fight, but we'll keep fighting. It is very, 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 very important. Anybody who is an Ambazonian fighting for this liberation movement, this independence fight, can never nurse the courage to go on social media and say anything about Ngang. The only thing you can do is to stay quiet if you don't want to say nothing. You disgrace yourself. You debase yourself. You bring yourself down to La Republique du Cameroon agent when you go on social media, start trying to say that, oh, Ngang is this, maybe we don't know what he was trying to do, and so on and so forth. No, we know Ngang is a bona fide Ambazonian. We all support. We will rally behind, go to the courts with our flag. This flag will be everywhere painted in the court, and the media will pick it, because those people that have been indicted have proven to all that they are our Messiah. That is why the chicken-hearted, liver-lily people whose own interest is only to use the revolution to milk the people were the first to run on social media and say, oh, we don't know Ngang. We know Ngang. She fought and she's still fighting for Ambazonia, and we will not give up our country because Cameroon is pushing an agenda that people have been indicted. Listen, let me tell you something. All of us, so long as we want to follow the global narrative, we could all be in jail. But the world knows that we are fighting for self-defense, our rights. The world knows. So, Ambazonians on ground zero, all of you, put it in your mind. The things that this particular case has proven. Number one, it has proven that there are people who are ready to die for this fight. Ngang and the rest, they are not bothered. They are free. I've spoken with Ngang, and she displayed a lot of confidence that she'll go to the court and defend herself. She's not afraid. Ngang did not do anything that is extraordinary. The U.S. court, the judge will listen. They will understand her story. It is the judge's discretion to either jail Ngang, convict her, or free her. And I have 100% confidence in me. My instinct tells me Ngang will be freed. I don't want to comment on this any further. But for those of you who came on social media, you joined La République du Cameroon, and then you are accusing and attacking Ngang and trying to give Ngang to the dogs. Shame on you. We will fight. We will keep fighting. Our only language is the weapon, the guns to defend ourselves. You see, they have deleted National Telegraph, my main page. And some Ambazonians were happy because they felt that, oh, the Garri master who used to hit on them and expose their thievery is no longer on social media. But as they call me Sumuk, I just came back and they're surprised that, hey, everybody is still watching this guy. It's not magic. So all of us must remain very focused. There are people whose only job is to try to bring conspiracy to diminish the authenticity and the integrity as well as the credibility of bona fide patriots like us. What did they do? They pay surrogates on social media to run conspiracy advertisements that, oh, this man is La République because he's doing this. He's on the wrong path. According to them, the wrong path for any Ambazonian is when you talk about people who have stolen money in this revolution. But they see that the conspiracy has not worked. People understand. Just a few days ago, we had confusion about Ghost Town. All of them who made noise on social media, none of them removed an audio. Only myself, John Baku, Mark Barretta, and Salas Atefo, few activists, we came out powerfully to encourage that Ghost Town continues. And Ghost Town was effective. Where were they? Can somebody be La République and still come and talk in favor of Ghost Town? The answer is no. So we have understood their strategies. That is why we are coming out today to reiterate. This is my flag. I remain an Ambazonian, no matter a bona fide businessman in the United States. My business cannot take away my identity. But I do whatever I do with moderation, weighing on everything that is on my palms. I am every tattoo. I have my life to lead. But I have a struggle to fight. And we will keep fighting. We will keep fighting. Nobody will stop us from believing in this ideology. Not even the ones that are paid on social media to make noise. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians. We have won La République du Cameroon. That is why I want to seize this opportunity to warn any criminal Ambazonian in the diaspora, any political Ambazonian who is trying to involve great fighters in their politics to now stop. And all of you must join this campaign to ask these diasporan criminals to desist from trying to politicize the actions of fighters. I told you before, and I'll tell you with examples. You can now see the work of General No Pity. You see what he's doing. He brings the harvest. He shows the military. And some of you that I told you about the small, trick that they were playing in Libya with Field Marshal. You couldn't believe. Now you see that no pity is exposing all of you. No pity kills the soldiers. He has the guns, the weapons, everything, their cap. We see the dead bodies. Have you asked yourselves why for more than 4 years we have never seen any gun or any video where Field Marshal of Libya ever seized one cap from a military person, despite the fact that propagandists on social media claim that Field Marshal has killed 100 soldiers. Chris Anu will lie every day. But I told people that, listen, there is no way you can kill 10. I'm sure that it's okay now. If my volume is still okay, let me know. Keep sharing as you join. Is my volume still okay? Keep sharing as you join. Sorry about that little break. Somebody was trying to call me. Since I'm using one of my devices that has my phone number to do this show. All right, so as I was talking, if my volume is still okay, let me see you type a yes there. And don't forget, keep typing Amanga. Keep typing Amanga. Keep typing Amanga. Keep typing Amanga. Okay. Thank you so much. Is my volume okay? Thank you so much, Ignatius. All right, thank you. Those of you watching from Cape Town, good, thanks. So like I was explaining that over time, we have seen how the conspiracies, the thievery, the lies of some people who use this revolution to make money is being exposed. For 4 years, you didn't see no video from the BLM. Till now that I'm talking, Field Marshal of the BLM has disappeared. And I told you for the deal that they made before the sister was released. Ambazonians deserve to know the truth. Today, these same armed robbers are turning their attention towards General No Pity. I'll play an audio where you listen to what General No Pity spokesman said. And it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians. When you join, you share. Listen to this. That is why we will not tolerate people. Listen very attentively. Listen to this.
Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Good morning.
Keep sharing.
Population of Southern Cameroon. Yes, it is the spokesman of the Marine Force of Bambalang under the command of Major General No Pity speaking. I'm here to inform my fellow Ambazonians that whatsoever I am seeing on social media, on Facebook, all are lies. There is never a day the World Giraffe have ever support us with even a needle or money, not talking less of money to buy an AK bullet. All these things we are seeing that the World Giraffe have contributed money and given us to buy weapons, all those things are lies. Any weapon you see us using, it is either we have taken it from the military or we buy it or we have bought it with our own money.
So I will not play too long. You've heard what General No Pity said. So our people must understand that these people in the diaspora, they are doing the politics. That's why I've said, listen, keep it in your mind. The only reason they are worried about Eric Tato is because I expose them. I speak the truth. I tell the people the truth. And the only time that General No Pity will be going down is when he begins to associate himself with anybody in the diaspora. You want to help No Pity, help him. You want to help Commando, help him. But No Pity will link himself to any group. They are struggling. They are convincing him to make Ojo that is working under Sako. We know from time immemorial that No Pity works under nobody. He has carried his action independently. Nobody has ever given him $1 because he believes that those who give him the money are not supposed to ask him to pay allegiance. And so we congratulate No Pity. And we thank No Pity because his actions have exposed the thievery of Chris Ano and Sako. You see, they used to lie. They do all the propaganda. Field Marshal has killed 20 soldiers. I told you, brother, watch out. There is no way you can kill 20 soldiers and you will not see a gun, a cap or something. We have never and ever seen it from the BLM. But people have been contributing, giving money to people who are not working. Let me say this very clearly. I'll end this show. I'll talk something about, a little bit about business. But let me say this. If you don't know, I was talking about the Ngang situation. Everything that is happening in this revolution is planned to expose criminality in some people in this revolution. Cameroon can never win us. We are fighting two fights, two wars. One, against the Cameroon government. Two, against people who want to kill the Ambazonian mentality and ideology. When we started this fight, we started it because we hated the corruption in La République du Cameroon, the nepotism, the marginalization, the conspiracy theories, the bad system. But then what is happening? We see some people who call themselves, they are whatever in whatever camp. You see that they are encouraging thievery. The only thing they hate Eric Tato is because I said that Sako stole money. That's why some of them became an enemy. But then let me ask you, how many of you can be an enemy to the most followed Ambazonian activists? The most vocal, the most feared by Cameroon government? How many of you? All your conspiracies, I am here with my flag. And I'm saying that we, all of you in America, you guys you've gone away. You are afraid to come and stand behind Ngang. You are afraid to speak the truth to the American government. You are afraid to call weapons because they have indicted your fellow comrades who sacrificed because of this war. Let me ask you, let us go to the balance sheet. Let's look at protests, Ambazonian activities in the US. Who is the phone liner? Eric Tato. Go to all protests. We do everything that is there to encourage people to understand that they are killing our people. We went to West Virginia. Everywhere, Eric Tato is there. And some midgets come on social media to try to confuse our people. But I said, listen, sometimes you can stay out of social media for a little while and their lies can become true. So I am back. And they are angry that I'm back because they thought when I was quiet, they said, oh, now the Republican pay for stay quiet. Listen, nobody will ever bribe Eric Tato. And I'll tell you why they can never bribe me at the end of this show. Yes, it's going to be very clear. Our people have been killed. And we will not tolerate Cameroon's hegemony. So too, we will not tolerate those who are stealing money in this revolution. This is our war to win. Let us be very clear. Me, Eric Tato, I stand for Ambazonia. I stand against those who are stealing money. If talking against those who are stealing money is the wrong path, then all of us 8 million Ambazonians are on the wrong path. Because we talk against the thievery of La République du Cameroon. The nepotism, the same thing that the Sako and his gang are doing today. They want to cut my head. Few of them. Let me make this very clear to all of you. Please, listen very attentively. And this message is particularly to those who count themselves Eric Tato's enemy. Let me say this. You can see, I have millions of fans and supporters, silent ones and those that defend me. And I thank you people, I thank God for that grace. For those of you who have named yourselves my enemies, because I don't know you, if you count yourself my enemy, let me pass this message to you. You see, what I have known, according to my analysis, the laziest Ambazonians, the dullest and the poorest, they are those who are supporting Sako. Let me explain to you why. Whether they call them, some of them they say they are doctors, some of them they are whatever. But anybody that is supporting somebody whose only job is to plan conspiracies. Take for example, listen to what Field Marshal spokesperson said, that they have never received any money from World Draft. Now you see activists loyal to Sako that are trying to say that they are going to give Field Marshal 1.5. You want to give somebody $1,500 to do what with it? After you announced that you collected $2 million. Let me explain one thing to you. Field Marshal is not connected to anybody in the diaspora. He's connected to Ambazonia. He doesn't fight for anybody. He fights for Ambazonia. If you have anything to give him, give him. Now, they are using Field Marshal to do political campaign for them to get relevance, credence. But it's not going to happen. Imagine an armed robber like Sako gets up yesterday and says that he has elevated Field Marshal to the rank of Field Marshal, no pity, to the rank of General What. How do you elevate somebody you do not create? Field Marshal is not in your army. He's not in anybody's army. That's one thing to an extent I like about Ayabacho, because he doesn't just go out there, he congratulates somebody in his identity, not because the person is ADF. No. So Sako now is only struggling to put Field Marshal under him as your leader. Leader of what? First of all, you must lead yourself by having economic liberation. Let me be very clear with this. So like I was saying about the Sako surrogates, all of you, while you're listening, type where you're watching from and type I am Ngang. This video is dedicated to Ngang and our compatriots who have been indicted. We stand with you and we'll fight with you to the end. We will never and ever denounce you. You are our blood. You are fighting for us. You are legal in what you did because you did that for self-defense. So let us continue. Like I said, all of you who are supporting Sako, all without an exception, if you ever think in your head that you are talking on WhatsApp group that Sako is whatever it is to you, it ends on your WhatsApp group. But I've said that if you are supporting that armed robber, you are not just dull, you are the laziest Ambazonian, you are the poorest. And I will explain why. You see, the first thing is that those who are supporting Sako, they have already detached their mental fitness from creating ideas that will prosper the revolution or prosper them. All what they think about is conspiracy. When they get up in the morning, they are thinking of which lie they want to write about Eric Tato, which lie they want to write about Sisiko, which lie they want to write about John Baku, which lie they want to write about Cho Ayaba, which lie they want to write about Mark Bagata. They are thinking only of the lies, the conspiracy. But look at all the people who are quitting the struggle and causing confusion. They are in the Sako's team. Number one, Nso Foncha, Yannick Sikot. Just recently, Akwanga, that is part of their act that went to Switzerland, was the person bringing confusion about Ghost Town. Yet, Abdul Karim is on ground zero, but he has never been arrested. But you claim that he's supporting a movement that concerns arms. If the American government can indict somebody about arms who is fighting Cameroon several kilometers away, what about Abdul Karim is talking about jab, if jab was really real? I tell people, be careful. That is why Cho Ayaba is right to say that we will not go into Swiss. Everything that has to do with negotiations and dialogue should happen here in the United States or any other place that's not Switzerland. Switzerland is an interested party in the war. That is why they are confusing us and working with agents provocateurs for 3 years. Cameroon government has never committed to Swiss. But Herbert says they have not committed. Sarko says they have committed. In their act, they themselves, they are confused. So listen, those of you, the surrogates to Sarko Ikome, listen very attentively. My name is Eric Tato. I want to address you people. You know why I say people are lazy? Because you don't have any mental focus. The only thing you think is conspiracy. You don't think how you can grow yourselves, how you can grow your business. You're only thinking of coming to make audio to say Sarko is president. Nobody cares about that bullshit. It ends there on social media. It ends on WhatsApp group, on your group of 100 people. They well knows who is president. Those of us, the big Ambazonian activists will know who we support. And that is why any person that I don't support does not have legitimacy. That's why people cry every day. You can imagine that some Sarko surrogates say, oh, you will not support you. You have used the struggle to make your business and so on and so forth. I want to ask one question. How has the struggle benefited me? They have deleted National Telegraph. I cannot operate my activities back home. How is it benefiting me? And those of you who are making noise, even my video you cannot share. Those of you, the Sarko surrogates. It is my business that you support. Some of them are angry that I'm buying cars. And I tell them one thing. And this is what I want to say. I thank you all my supporters. You know one thing about the enemies, the Sarko people? Let me tell you why we put those cars on social media. We must. Because there are 3 or 4 reasons why when you have your business, as a businessman, you must showcase it. Number 1, and depending on where you are showcasing it, is solving a problem in your business. Number 1, you showcase your business, your wealth, your bank account. Like you see these young white guys who have billions, they come and show you that this is how I made it, and they give you a link to come and register in their school. You showcase it because you need people to enroll in your business. You need people to invest in your business. You need investors. Nobody will invest in your business if they don't know the capacity of your business. That is why, as the CEO of Dreampush, I showcase my business anywhere I think fit, and nobody is going to stop it because I have the hugest social media following in Ambazonia. Despite all the deleting that they are deleting me, I still remain the toppest. So I will showcase it for future investors, for prospective investors, whether they are Ambazonians, they are Liberians, anywhere. Number 2 reason why I'm showcasing my business is because I come from a very, very humble background. I came from selling kanda, selling puff-puff, selling newspapers, hugging newspapers, came to this country, worked 18 hours a day, went to rallies and did everything, but I remained successful. My business has grown from strength to strength. That's why in one of the forums yesterday, I had to put out my bank statement. I put it out because it's important. The reason is because you want to encourage people who saw you, who know your story, to know that they too can make it. The third reason, which is the reason I love most, and that's why I do it in all the forums that Ambazonians are there. The third reason is to deal with your enemies. Because enemies don't like progress. That's why I say enemy of progress. Most of them who support Sarko, They hate to see you grow. That's why they are praying that you should die even when you have done them nothing. They don't want to see your business succeed. So now we have 21 cars costing over $1 million. We'll put that balance sheet out. They make noise because when I bought one car, they say, oh, not that money, whereas I don't know nothing about that. I'm not a treasurer in that. I've never been a treasurer in any Ambazonian fund. They say, oh, now La Republican give you $50,000. I laugh. Now you have to increase your capitalization to be above their conspiracies. So that they are confused. So I bought many more cars. Now we have 21. I have to announce it. Because I know when they hear me talk about it, they are angry. But my fans are happy. They call it pride, but my fans call it success. So anybody has a definition of something depending on your approach and what you think about the person. I am aware that some of you don't like me. I don't like you either. I don't care about you whether you exist. But I pray to God every day for my success. I don't pray for your downfall. So when you put those things out, the Sako soldiers, they are very angry. It irritates them. It confuses them. You have to show your enemies that, listen, you have been praying for me to fail, but I'm only buying new cars. As a matter of fact, each time a Sako soldier makes noise, we buy new cars. That is how it is supposed to be. So they cry every day. So when you put it on Amber Fora, you encourage some people, while at the same time, you scream on your enemies. Those who consider themselves your enemies, you deal with them so bad that they are confused. Because when you cannot make a conspiracy, somebody cannot, for example, right? Eric Tato has created Dimples, a social media platform. That's it. On it, I post most of my things, though it is not live. But we have spent several hundreds of thousands of dollars on it. Number two, we have a rental section. We have a food section. We have a lot of things like 5 to 10 products with Dimples. When you look at the capitalization, you only have to come and learn how I made this money. The whole of the Ambazonian struggle, from all what people have gathered to the time that you have filed taxes from what Sako stole, it's not up to my capitalization. So it's simple. I have to reiterate this to those cheap conspiracy theories. I have my business going well. I could stop talking about Amber, but I will never stop because I don't want to give room for those cheap maggots on social media to think that, oh, they have finally gotten Eric Tato. I will talk about Amber anytime I get the chance, and I'll keep fighting because Ambazonia is my land. The last reason is to praise God. You get the point? When you showcase your success to encourage others and then defeat your enemy, because God loves when you defeat Satan, is to praise God. That's why God says, count your blessings, name them one by one. Yes. So nobody should tell you that, oh, you show you this. I just bought a new car and I posted the amount. Mark Zuckerberg. How did you know that Mark Zuckerberg bought an island in Hawaii? Because he told the press that, oh, I just bought an island for $1 billion. How did you know that Jeff Bezos, the richest man, is going to space? Because he told people that he will be flying to space until they are making petition that he should not come back to space. How did you know that Elon Musk is building the cyber truck for 2021? Because he's displaying his businesses. The white guys display their business as CEOs. They talk to the population. They bring their businesses. And white people follow it. They are convinced. They go buy it. But for some of you Ambazonians, you are so wicked to yourself that you don't want to learn. So wicked. I have my fans. I have many Ambazonians who call me to rent my vehicles. And I want to thank you. They come from out of state. They call me because they think that is an initiative worth supporting. If you are waiting for me to slow down, you are waiting for me not to showcase my business, you are wasting your time. You keep following me. My fans love it. Those of you who are my enemies, you keep crying because we are buying 21 cars. We are launching, maybe not this June, we'll launch in July. I'm pushing the date ahead. But you will see everything about Eric Tato now on social media. I will show you so much so that you will be so angry. Those of you who don't love success, that is how you're supposed to be. Because some Ambazonians think that because you are involved in a war, you are never supposed to be successful. So anything they want to say, oh, it's Amber. So the only way you're supposed to beat them is that your capital, your growth is supposed to be 10 times above the revolution, 10 times above your conspiracy. Now they are no longer talking. That is what I will do. So as an activist, let me be very, very, very straight. You need capital to win the war. And the time will come when it is this young man that will survive this war. I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to say a lot on social media, but for those of you who are praying that Eric Tato should fail, you are wasting your time. Your conspiracies are too small. I keep buying cars. I have 21. When I launch, I'm going to buy maybe 20 more. I have the capital. I have the banks that trust me. Because I have built the business capital and the human confidence over my 6 years in America. It's not debate. If you want to learn, even those of you, the surrogates of Sako comment, who think that you hate Eric Tato, let me explain something to you. I don't need you in my business. Because your economy, your per capita income is not even up to $1 a day. Most of you who support Sako, your per capita income is zero. America has 333 million people. Ranger business is not for Ambazonians. It's not for Liberians. It's not for Congolese. It's for everybody in America. Somebody from Guatemala can come and rent my car. Somebody from anywhere in the world. So I'm not in a small WhatsApp. It's not a WhatsApp discussion. So those of you who are making noise as Sako people, keep your small $1 to yourselves. I don't need it. You cannot help me. You get the point? You will never and ever help me, no matter the noise you make. It is not going to help anybody. You can bring all the conspiracies. I still beat my chest. I remain the cleanest Amazonian. So this is for all the Sako soldiers. Tell your friends who have not watched you that I've told you that you people are midgets. You cannot stop it. There is no way you're going to stop anything that is magical and is provided by God. God has blessed me, and I have to remind you of that. So please, Ambassadors, remain focused, keep fighting, and do not allow your enemies to triumph with their conspiracy theories. Each time they say something about Eric Tato, all of you are supporters. When you see me share something in the group, share it in all other groups. That's your support. Because they will watch it when they see it, but they will not share it because they think that it shouldn't go far. But I'm the most followed, to be honest. And if you're watching right now, you have not followed this page, just click on follow. Don't forget, there is only one National Telegraph NT. The other one that's a National Telegraph NT Facebook group does not belong to me. There's another fake National Telegraph NT created by the Cameroon agents. This is the only one that I run, and I run the Tato Eric page, and I also run National Telegraph Africa. That is all. Follow it. You see my posting. I do my advertisement there. Above all, you see that Eric Tato was live, or National Telegraph NT was live, because they cannot go live on those other pages because they are fake. So please, be very strong. Know that social media is a terrible place where people try to run you down, but make sure that you be hard. Everybody has friends and enemies, but you have to handle your enemies squarely. And the one way and the best way to handle them is to put your successes to their faces. They don't like to see you succeed. They hate to see you succeed. Let me tell you something, especially those Ambazonians that think that they support Sako. They are the most wicked people on earth. They are so diabolic. You don't understand why. And that is why they remain poor. All of you Sako supporters, that's why I said that you are the poorest Ambazonians. You don't know what you're doing. You're so confused. You only think about conspiracy. You see a young man, you didn't know me from nowhere. I keep saying this. You didn't know me. When I was selling newspapers, they insulted me. I left Cameroon with over 100 million CFA. I'm going to say this anytime. Ask anybody from Manfi. That is my wealth. If tomorrow they're going to put my work on Google My Business, the Forbes magazine guys are going to research it. They're going to investigate it before they make a declaration. And you think when you go and read that Mark Zuckerberg has 100 billion. How did they know? Because he gave access to his account. I'm going to give access to my account for me to be put on Google as well. And that I'm not going to beg you for that. How did you read about Jeff Bezos? How did you read about Etofis wealth? Because they declare it, they show their access. They give access to their assets. So all of us must remain very strong. That is why from the beginning of this revolution, I refused to be in any way that concerns money. And I was amongst the few people online who spent his own money on this revolution. I did everything from my pocket, pay tickets, pay fuel. Nobody ever gave me $1. And I created that, and I recused myself from anything that concerns finances. That has 12 managers, a popular website. The other day I was bombasting them to come and give accounts. And they went on the town hall and they gave accounts. So all of you, the Sako surrogate, it is about time you shut up your mouth and then you concentrate on continuing to produce fake conspiracies to promote a man who stole millions of dollars in our revolution. But as for Eric Tato, I will never support thieves. That is why this video is in two phases. To make sure we promote our ideology and to tell people why they cannot stop us. You must remind your enemies. It is very important. They are always there to make sure that you fail. But your success is what you put their fingers in their eyes. Put it right into their eyes. They are there. Listen, your enemies do conspiracies to kill you. You increase your capitalization to kill them, to confuse them. Because if somebody makes an allegation or a conspiracy for $20,000, but the world is seeing that your wealth is $4 million or $10 million, there's no way. In the next few months or years, I intend to increase my capitalization to several millions in dollars or possible billions, because I have the formula, I know the way it works. And let me say this to all of you, business time. Everything you see in America and in Europe, you're not reinventing the wheel. The things have already been created. I'm running a rental company. I've researched the way enterprise started with 7 cars, and it's a good business, and I engaged in it. You get here in America, start building 2 things. Build your credit and build your cash flow. And I'll teach all of those things when you enroll in my Dimples Business Consultancy. Whether you've been here for 10 years or 20 years, don't think you know too much. There's a lot I know about business. And if I teach you, I'll give you a maximum of 3 years. If you are not making above, if you don't have above cash, $250,000 in your account after you come to my school, then consider me fake. I'm telling you, if you follow my steps, you follow the things I teach you, you must not need a product to create a business. You create a business in anticipation to what product you want to start running in future. So all of those things, you learn them in the Dimples Business Consultancy. I work hard and I know how to make my people also be rich. So don't worry about it. They can make noise, but you know every tattoo, I know how to make them get angry. I talk in the most confident way that they interpret it as pride, which is okay. That's the reason, that is their interpretation. That shows that I've really popped my hands into their noses. So it's very important. We must all remain firm with our compatriots. We must all remain concrete in our actions. And we must tell our enemies we are never going to fail. Let's be honest. All of you come to this page, you my fans. Anytime you have a live show, share it. Because without you, I don't exist. To be honest, I can hit my enemies because I know I have friends and allies in you. You see, some of them, they are going away because they see that the thing that Eric Tato is saying chokes them. But they're still going to come and watch. So we'll keep this platform going. Share this platform. Tell people this is the new Eric Tato platform. This is where I'm going to be. Maybe tomorrow it's going to be deleted. I don't care. I'm always going to come back. That's why I'm building my own social media platform. Yes. If you, those of you Ambazonians who count yourself Eric Tato's enemy, you are using Facebook, you are making noise. If I'm building my own platform, you can imagine my vision. So it's not because you thought that I started talking about Amber, you didn't know me. Did you know what was in my bank account? Have you ever asked yourselves, why is it that they donated money up to $1,700 or $900 or $1,900 and Eric Tato took the money from his child's born house and gave it to the struggle? Because I didn't need it. I've never been a poor man when I started doing my business. Whether or not you like it, my business has grown from strength to strength. When I bought my first property in Mampe, worth over 15 million safe, it was paid cash. And it was not, that was in 2013, 2014. So I will not be afraid of any midget in the name of an ambassador to recount to you my successes. No, that is my asset. That is what I can use as collateral. That is what I can tell people that, listen, come and invest in me. My business has been progressive. So I'm not going to be afraid of you because you think that I am fighting for a revolution. Some of you make noise. You go plait hairs. You go to your job site. You do this. You only make noise. So it is only Eric Tato who is supposed to come and talk on Facebook. Why don't you create your own account? All of us not fighting for the struggle. If at the point you think that you cannot talk, why do you think that I must continue to talk? Every other I still come and talk. Look at all my past videos the last 3 or 4 or 5 days encouraging Ambazonians. So we will not sit here and watch some economic failures. Look, for example, Sako does not work. What's his economic ratio? Is 0. And you think that I should stay here and clap for you when you try to sabotage me? No. I have to put it in your eyes. Listen, whether or not you like it, I will say it here 1,000,000%. My business is not private. I do it with confidence. I owe nobody. That is why I put it anywhere on social media. I don't owe any ambassador $1. I've never taken $1 from this struggle. All of you know. So that is why I can put my cars. I have them. Ford Mustang, Tao, a lot of Jeeps. Those are my properties. You can only make noise. Some say, when I bought one car, a Highlander here, which was like $40,000, they say, now La Republic money. They didn't know that I've already bought like 10. So La Republic gives me money to come and talk against them. Which of you can talk like this? All of you, those chicken activists. Let me be clear. Which of you can talk like Eric Tato? That is the gift. I've said that I'm the Moses of this revolution. Any day I stop talking, the revolution dies. Any day I stop background action, it dies. Now, we are doing it diligently because we have to stay alive while we fight. But we're not afraid to die while we fight. So let's get it clear. All of you who consider yourselves my enemies, you are in big trouble because you keep seeing the progress. It's mounting. It's mounting. Listen. If a man has 21 new cars, 20 cars, Jeeps, Taos, you can imagine that is above this noise you make on social media. It does not change nothing. And you've not seen anything. You've not seen anything. We're going to buy like 2 or 3 limousines. buy G-Wagons for executive rights. When people have weddings, yes, I will buy them. I have the means. If my capital gets short, I turn to the banks because I have the human capital. Those are the things you have to come and learn. You see the Dimples limousine ride. After I launch, that's the next project. We'll buy them, buy boats. We have what it takes to be as big as the Bill Gates. Let me tell you something. Bill Gates created Microsoft for $200 and something. That's the registration fee. Amazon.com is an Inc. All of them created it for. Nobody created his business in America above $500. Nobody. From Hawaii to Maryland to any state is almost the same procedure. So those guys don't have two heads. All their strategies that they have applied. When Facebook came and created Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg created Facebook. He made $1 billion. What happened? Twitter came and replicated Facebook in a different way. Twitter is also in $1 billion in terms of social media. So these people have created concepts. Take it, all these things are quotes. Toyota Camry is the same like Nissan Altima. They just change things and change name and change grips. You don't understand the way these people work. So a black man comes here, pardon me, and this is the truth. You come to America as a black man, you already defeat yourself that no, I'm not fit to do like this man. But you have the talent. And when I came to America, I told myself, I'm now in a free land. Level free, I can be what I want. And I'm what I want. You have not seen anything. I will buy limousines, like 5 or 6, buy G-Wagons, Ferrari, put it there for executive rights. Yes, it is possible. I can go to anywhere to buy anything I want. So all of you who are my enemies, listen, be ready. You will cry. You will see the amount of wealth in dollars. Then you will not be able to say anything. You get the point? Because I know you guys. And that is why it is clean and clear that you cannot fight me. So anytime I do my videos, I preach Amber, but I also remind my enemies that if you are fighting Eric Tato, you are fighting smoke, win. You never and ever going to win. Let it be clear. Listen. The easiest way out for any of you who think you hate Eric Tato is to come to my school. Enroll. Dimples Business Consultancy, when I launch it. Enroll online any part of the world. I will school you, teach you how to be cash flow. That's the most crucial thing. You can actually be cash flow in 3 months and banks will start writing you to give you money. Yes, as I'm here, if a bank gives me $20 million, I'll take it. I'll take it and do whatever I want to do because in America, you can use $20 million and in the next 1 year, you have replicated 60 million. So most people don't have the capital. That's the problem. And capital is 2 types. You have the human capital, which is your trust that people and the banks have for you. Take for example, if you ask your friend to give you $200, he's calling you to give the money, you don't give it back. You're telling your friend. Next time you come, your friend drags behind. Okay, you imagine the same thing that the bank thinks. Suppose say, oh no, I don't want to take credit for do business, but you go take credit for phone. You take car note. You feel better take car note for 50,000, but if they give you that cash, you fear for take and do business. See how stupid you are? You go take phone for $1,000, 200, 15, you pay $60 every month. Who gave America will not take debt? Me, I get phone bill, what they pay. Because it's easy. You use them to bill your credit as well. So please, come to my school. You will learn a lot. This revolution will grow if we learn how to grow cash. One day was a situation where 50 Amazonians, 100 Amazonians, people move $50,000 one time put up a gram. We fit do them. So not day for day you hate me because you hate me, I beg you for nothing. I only swear my wealth. This is my logo. I built this, my initiative. After one of my friends in Dubai, somewhere in Dubai, say, oh, no. Somebody told me let's go with a D because I was doing the arrow and stuff like that. And then he brought a D. I said, no, D is not good enough. Let's do the D with 2 dots to represent dimples. This everything created. I didn't go get no consultancy from somewhere because I learned all these things. I understand them myself. We have one of the strongest logos in America. Yes. And this is trademarked. So there is nothing you can do. Without this, the way it's popular, if you just see D and 2 dots, you know it's dimples. Nobody needs to tell you. That's what we've built. So thank you all those of you who support me. Those of you who hate me, it's a pity that you can't stop me because you are not my God. And I thank you for hating me because your hate for me increases my wealth, my buoyancy. I go up every day because I know that you are angry when I succeed. And I like to see you angry because if you don't like me, what is my problem? If you are angry, the better for me. It confuses you and I go on. You see, you stay on WhatsApp you write trash about Eric Tato, the next day he's putting a new car. Who cares about what you're writing? Those things, they end after 3 or 5 days. People don't go back to WhatsApp messages 2 days ago. No. They only think about, oh, the man got rental company and stuff like that. So let's stay focused. This show is to talk about Ngang and the others, and also talk about my business, because this is my platform. You're not going to stop it. Those who don't want to listen, fine. You're welcome. Bye-bye. So if you don't want to stay, that's your problem. So all of us must stay focused. 4 things you must ever do. 4 things. When you have your business, you expose it for 4 reasons. I'll name them. Number 1, to encourage investors. Let them see your capital, your wealth. Number 2, to inspire others to know that they too can grow. Number 3, to deal with your enemies. Enemies don't like progress. That 3rd point is very crucial. And God supports it. That's why the 4th reason is to appreciate God. God wants to count your blessings. So the 3rd point is crucial to me. That's what I do to them. I put everything out there. When I buy a new car, I just bought a Jeep. Another Jeep Rubicon, which is about like almost $50,000. You saw the receipt. I put it out there. They will cry, but you can't take it away from me. Zuckerberg, when Zuckerberg builds something new, he announces it. He shows the value, the amount of money. None of you come to say, oh, it is show it. Because if you say you know me, no. My business, when I put my business out there, it's not for Amba alone. I have Liberians who are my friends, Ghanaians, Nigerians. I have Spanish friends, a lot of people. You think I came here to joke? I've networked. So I want to thank all of you who support me. And I want to say God bless you. If you support Eric Tato, let me see you type Happy Father's Day there to Eric Tato. Thank you. You know, I'm a father of 8, proud father of 8. I have 6 biological children, 2 adopted. And so I'm always very proud of my children. I have a lot of other children that I'm looking after. And father does not only mean somebody who has children. As a matter of fact, father means anybody who is reaching out. Even some mothers can be wished Happy Father's Day. It simply means that you are doing anything that supports humanity, that takes care of people. So we salute the, in fact, I want to say Happy Father's Day to Ngang, because Ngang is like the father of Ambazonia. Everybody is talking about her right now. So please, all of us, let's type a Ngang before we go. If you have not shared this show, make sure you share. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day, Eric Tato. Thank you so much. Don't bother to put Mr. on my name. Just type Happy Father's Day, Eric, or The Rock, or Smoke, or something. That's what we are supposed to do. Our enemies will cry. They cannot stop us. Jealousy is what has killed those who support Sako. You are poor, you make noise, you pledge for draft, you never pay the pledge, and you are coming to make noise every day, only noise on social media. So we know how to handle you people. All right, there are a lot of things we can say, but I want this video to be this short, and I've said it repeated that we have only one interim government, and that's the one led by those in jail. Anything here is fake. That's why nobody in the international community comes to them. So keep the faith. Keep the spirit. Thank you for wishing me Happy Father's Day. I wish same to you. Keep typing Happy Father's Day, Eric Tato, as many times as you want. That's what we should do to our enemies. They don't like us to be happy. So we have to make the things that make them angry. Listen, God is not stupid. God does not laugh with Satan. God is out to destroy the kingdom of hell. So our enemies should be destroyed by our progress. And so we don't pray bad for them. We only progress, and we keep them on top of conspiracies while we increase our capitalization. Because once you make more progress, instead of them to see how they can be like you, they spend 20 hours thinking of the next thing to say, while the next 20 hours you're thinking on how you're increasing your wealth and stuff like that. All right, so I want to thank all of you who are wishing me Happy Father's Day. If you have not shared this video, copy the link, share on all WhatsApp forums. Make sure everybody has it, because this message is very important to encourage Program Zero. This message remains one of my toughest messages. I love the message because it hits straight on the illegality of the Cameroon military. It also hits straight on the faces of our enemies and those who bring conspiracy. We're never going to go out of social media. You're always going to see me, because now I'm building my own social media. And while they have deleted me many times on Facebook, I still come back. The only activist who has been deleted repeatedly together with Mark Barata. But we are still here, and we'll keep praying and preaching the word to the people. Our enemies will definitely cry. I remind them, and every show you'll be reminded of how useless your enmity is, and how you're going to remain subjugated to jealousy forever. That is your own punishment. You can't be just so jealous of people who succeed. Because somebody comes there, is fighting a revolution for you. What is my pay? Do you pay me? Did you hire me? No, I'm asking you. Those of you who come and say, oh no, Eric Tato this and stuff like that. I am not your Jesus. I will die for those who support me. I cannot die for you for not supporting me. To be honest, that's a fact. So you pray every day that my business should go down, but it's only going up, you know. So please, let's share extensively. Mark Barata is going to come up with the analysis at 7 p.m. Amber time, which should be just in 40 minutes or thereabout. It's going to be on SCBC. Make sure you go there and watch. For the dark members, I've told them that they have to be coming out every day to give the pro accounts. That dark is not just for members. The conspiracy theories needs to be put to shame. So don't stay there. I told them that don't stay there and say, oh, yeah, there is Erica that they're attacking, so that would not do nothing. No. If that does not come to give accounts to the people, they must do that. They must come and say, okay, this is what we have here. You can go check. Direct go to the website by. That's one way of sourcing for confidence. Okay, don't only stay that everything's on the website. We'll send you everything by email. No. Verizon has customers, but Verizon keeps reaching out to people. Same like any other company, right? So I want to thank you so much. Those of you wishing me happy Father's Day. You see how we are defeating our enemies. They feel so defeated. They feel so wasted because they thought that, oh, our morale will be low when they bring all those conspiracies. We remain the most watched. That's why even people who are saying that get lost, they are still on our platform. So we thank you for indicating your presence. That is why they call me Eric Tato. You make noise, but you still can't hear. You know, if I don't like you, I'll even go to what you do. Okay? So we will continue to attack those who steal money in this revolution like Sako. So if you think that we are on the wrong path because we are attacking a thief, that's your business. The first ideology when we join this revolution, what we are fighting is to fight against thievery, corruption, nepotism, and we cannot support anybody who is part of it in this revolution. Once you bring thievery and all of those things, you become number one enemy to the revolution. All right, so thank you so much. God bless you. Don't forget to share this show. Happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day. I love you guys so much. Remain very committed. And don't forget the 4 points I told you why you must showcase your business. Don't listen to them. Showcase your business. Showcase your bank statement. That is why every company has quarterly report of profit. They put it out there. This year, this first quarter, we have made $2 billion. Or we have lost 3 million. When Ronaldo said something about Coca-Cola and said he preferred the water instead agua, Coca-Cola lost $4 billion. It's announced. How did they know? Because managers are obliged to give statements out there every time. I give my statement, I can count my assets. We have 21 cars. You can make all the noise. Those are my cars. You can't take them back. It's above your petty gossips. And lots of you say you're supposed to code. Can you go buy 21 cars? You will never have that kind of money. Because if you want to have it, Sako will steal all of it. So that's the point. So we will fight for this revolution. We will support our refugees and we'll do a lot more, okay? So thank you all so much. Don't stop sharing. Stay very, very firm. There are a lot of things I will say, definitely not on this show. We'll get another show. So God bless you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Ngang, we stand with you. And Ngang, keep typing and Ngang. Remain very firm. Trust God that nobody is going to take away our victory. This is our life, our flag. We stand by the flag. La Republic does not want to see us hold this flag. I hold it, I'm proud. Even those who support Sako, when they see me holding the flag, they are so angry because they don't want me to do anything that is promoting Amber, because they think that they want to continue that conspiracy that this man is this, is that. Because they know that there's one activist that has buried them. They are struggling. Every day they are crying because they lost legitimacy because I refuse to support them. I will not support a thief. I will never support a thief. I'll keep fighting for this revolution. We will not support a thief. So thank you guys so much. Stay very firm and remain very patriotic. Don't listen to any of their cheap gossips. We are not going to have time to be replying to them. We'll only give our people what they need. We'll build the wealth as much as we want. I know once we launch, many people want to enroll in our business school. I'll be there to train you. It's not because you know Eric Tato, have people from Liberia who are enrolling all over. So we need everybody who thinks they can learn, if anybody thinks they can learn something, please, I'm open to receive you, build you psychologically, because the first thing about business is the psychology. You have to be strong. Because take for example, if I were not strong, all this noise that they would make, it will make me to shy away from advertising my business, right? But because I don't owe nobody nothing, I keep advertising, and that's why they keep staying quiet. So they shall be knowing my name, right? They shall be knowing my name, and we remain firm. So don't forget, your enemies don't like your success. When you get a new approval, a new achievement, put it online. When we get a good house, maybe we're planning on buying a very huge house, we're going to put it online and show it. Bring the cameras. Show it, because the world needs to know how this company is big, what they have. Yeah, that is part of business. Everybody here, they say, Rigox has, take for example, Coming to America 2 was acted in Rigox's house. How did we know? Because it is there. Go and research it. So you think I will buy my own house and I will not put it on social media? No. I'm a media man. I'm a business personality. I'm a famous guy. That is not news. So everything about me should be out there apart from little things that are considered private. Okay? So have a good day and bye-bye for now. We thank you so much. Remain very, very firm. There are other things I will say about those divisional delegates. That will definitely be in the next show. Thank you and happy Father's Day once more. Bye-bye.